Hello and welcome to ERi-TV English News. I am Miriam Girmay, bringing you the latest top stories around the world. Do stay with us until the end, and here are the major headlines of the hour. Senior Eritrean delegation on working visit to South Sudan. Eritrean senior military delegation visited Oromia region. Civilians killed in Israeli airstrikes. "21 people killed and several others missing in a landslide in Democratic Republic of Congo." Senior Eritrean delegation comprising Mr. Osman Saleh, Minister of Foreign Affairs, and Presidential Advisor Mr. Yamana Gabrab are on a working visit to South Sudan. The delegation delivered a message from President Isaias Afwerki to President Salva Kiir Mayardit. The message focused on the developments in South Sudan as well as bilateral relations and regional developments. President Salva Kiir highlighted that the long-standing relations between the two countries is based on a common struggle for freedom and thanked President Isaias for his message and the consistency of the solidarity with the people of South Sudan, including in multilateral forums. President Salva also briefed the delegation on developments in the transitional period in South Sudan and the challenges and prospects for peace, and appreciated Eritrea's effort to promote peace and reconciliation among the people of South Sudan. President Salva Kiir further underscored the need to develop bilateral cooperation even in the face of difficulties. He also applauded Eritrea's decision to resume its activities in IGAD and stressed that it would contribute a more effective regional cooperation. Eritrea's senior military delegation, led by Brigadier General Abraha Kassa, head of the National Security Agency, visited Oromia region and the Ethiopian Air Force Base today. Accompanied by Mr. Shimelis Abdiisa, president of the Oromia region, the delegation visited agricultural activities, wheat production, agro-industrial plants, and other food security projects, as well as educational facilities in the region. The delegation also visited industrial parks in Adama city. Mr. Shimelis Abdiisa provided the delegation with gifts that represent the Oromo culture in recognition of the existing friendship between Eritrea and Ethiopia. In the afternoon hours, the Eritrean military delegation visited the Ethiopian Air Force Base in Bishoftu and was provided with briefings by General Yilma Madresa, commander of the Ethiopian Air Force. The Hamelmalo College of Agriculture gave briefings to farmers of Hamelmalo subzone and agricultural experts on the research being made on potato seeds. At the program held on 31 of March, Mr. Walde Amlak Araya, Dean of the college, said that alongside the regular education, conducting agricultural research and acquainting with farmers for better outcome is one of the objectives of the college. Dr. Walde Amlak went on to say that the research conducted on potato was in continuation of the research being conducted on other crops with a view to enable farmers boost their agricultural production and play due part in the effort to ensure food security. The students that participated in the research program expressed satisfaction for being able to show farmers on how they could boost their production through scientific means. The farmers, on their part, commended the support the college is extending in their farming activities. Hamelmalo College of Agriculture has so far graduated over 5,500 students. The Promotion and Information Office of the Popular Army Command organized vocational training to 40 of its members. According to the head of the Information and Documentation of the Command, Mr. Taglom Salomon, the training included managing and organizing programs, documentation of still and video photos, journalism, drum writing, directing and development of story, sound system, short and long story writing, poem, as well as regulations and guidelines of sports activities. Representatives of the trainees lauded the training opportunity provided and expressed readiness to apply the training they have received effectively. Speaking at the event, Major General Tahlil Libsu, commander of the Popular Army, called on the trainees to apply the training they were provided with in documenting and writing the heroic feat of the Eritrean people. This has been everything for our domestic news. I'll get back to you with international news after this short break. Please stay tuned. Two civilians were killed in an Israeli air raid targeting Syria's capital. State media reported, noting that missiles also struck the country's southern region. The assault came amid a flurry of similar strikes in recent days, which left several Syrians injured and 2 Iranian soldiers dead. The latest attack follows several days of bombing in Damascus and its surrounding countryside, as well as in homes where 5 Syrian soldiers were injured in airstrikes on Sunday. Though the Israel Defense Force rarely confirms operations in Syria, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu previously acknowledged hundreds of strikes on the country over the years, while officials have frequently warned the presence of Iranian-backed militants there. Damascus has repeatedly protested the attacks as acts of aggression under international law, and while the United Nations urged Israel to spare civilians and civilian objects, the operation appeared to have only escalated. At least 21 people have died and several others are missing a day after the landslide in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. The bodies of 8 women and 13 children were discovered after landslides hit the river in Bolowa on Sunday, and search efforts have continued until Monday, said the civil society leader in wider Masisi territory. Officials said the landslide occurred at around midday and is suspected to have been triggered by days of heavy rainfall. These were the top stories for this hour, but before we finish, a little reminder of the headlines. Senior Eritrean delegation on working visit to South Sudan. Eritrean senior military delegation visited Oromia region. Civilians killed in Israeli strikes. "21 people killed and several others missing in a landslide in Democratic Republic of Congo." This was everything for tonight. Thank you for watching and good night.